Hello YouTube, my name is Arthur the Movie Maker. I haven't made a video in a while and I'm sorry. Today, my rant topic is people changing because the media tells them to. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand what they're doing. I don't understand why the kids are changing necessarily just to be cool. If people are your friends, they'll accept you. If you're a nerd or if you're this or that, they're your friends. That's what they're supposed to do. Um, for example, if someone likes a certain style at one point and that style dies off and then a new one comes along and they'll cast aside their old style and bring this new one just so they appeal to their peers or to the new thing or so they can look cool, and then they think like that they're independent, that they separate themselves from everyone else. You're not. You're just a follower. You're just one of the people that follows. You stick in with the crowd. I know a lot of people that have done that, and it saddens me because that's what made those people different. That's why I like them. And you know, I knew this one kid who used to have long hair, dyed it, different colors, and listened to heavy metal bands at some hardstyle. Now, he cut his hair. He's like a hipster. He does all this DJ mixes, and then I'm just like, if he changed because like he saw, he's like, oh, this is pretty cool, then I understand. But he didn't. He changed because his friends did, and he's like all the way. He's like, oh no, my friends are changing. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna follow them. I don't do that. A lot of friends that I know, I have a lot of variety of friends. My friend, one of my best friends plays guitar, and I'm just like, oh no, he plays guitar. I have to play guitar. No, I've tried guitar. It didn't make me happy. I'm like, this is not for me. I'm not gonna change just because my friends do. If my friends don't like me, well, tough noodles. But I also don't like this about suburban preteen kids. They walk around with their cell phones. I received my cell phone when I was in the sixth grade, but it was one of those cell phones where you could only text. Those the flip phones. You guys remember those? Those like little white ones. You can barely text on them. I didn't even text. I didn't know how to use it. I only had one number, which was to my mom, so I can call her. But that was it, and I would use it on rare occasions. And then eventually, when I got older, I just learned how to use it, which was by like 8th grade. I finally learned how to text it. If you're preteen watching this, just because you can put a hat sideways and wear your little pants low and you're hanging out with a bunch of little kids and you think that you're tough, but you're not. The only reason people aren't going to do anything about you is because, one, they may just not care because they're like, it's a little kid, or they can't do anything to you because you're little. So don't think that you're tough just because you do that and no one does anything about you. Kids don't care about their schoolwork or health. I don't understand how that would be lame. That's about your future. I don't give a rat's ass what people think because in 20 or 30 years, are you still going to be wondering, I wonder what that person thinks? No, you're gonna be wondering, oh shit, what am I gonna do? You're gonna be kicking yourself. It is your life, and you should do what is ready for your future. You're the one that's gonna eventually, if you want kids, to provide for them, and you should have sex when you're married. Not only because I believe in my religious rights, but it's only the smartest thing to do, because you don't want to kill your kid. Yes, it's called killing. It's not. It's still, it's whatever you want to call it. It's still a person. Fetal tissue. That's what people say, but it's still a person. As soon as the sperm meets the egg, it's a person. You can't defy the fact. I believe that everyone has a chance to live because life is such a wonderful gift. But I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. I don't like how people smoke weed because it's a cool thing to do. Um, you know, I know that people have been smoking weed for a long time now, but people do it just because it's the cool thing. And, they destroy their lives and get onto other drugs. Yes, marijuana is a drug. I have a friend that smokes weed, and he himself told me that it is a drug. Don't tell me and say it's not a drug, because it is. And yes, it is addicting, because I have known some people that have gone to rehab because of weed. And there is no certain way that you can smoke it that it's not addicting. It is addicting, just like cigarettes. Uh, and just like you can be popping pills, it's still addicting. Anyway, and then there's kids that disrespect their parents. They're fighting with your parents and disagreeing with them is a different thing from disrespecting. Disrespecting is like, oh, it's my life, I can do whatever I want about it. Calling them names. I understand that you're teenagers, and it's normal for us to fight with your parents, but there has to be a level of respect for your parents. You can't say that they don't matter, because they do. They have raised you ever since you were little. They fed you when you were a baby, and they did. They changed your diaper, and who would your friends ever change your fucking smelly ass diaper? No, they wouldn't, because they'll be like, oh, fuck this kid. I'd rather go drink or smoke weed. No, wait, your mom and dad got up 12 in the morning, 5 in the morning to change your dirty ass diaper or stop your ass from crying. So, you should think about that next time they're saying to you. And I know it's hard that you can't do it, but you still have to you still have to think about that. And I see kids walking around with iPhones. They're like 12 years old, and I'm like, really, you need an iPhone? Obviously you don't, because half the things you don't even use it for. An iPhone is used for business, not necessarily personal things, or an adult should have it. I do have a pretty advanced phone, but I'm still learning a lot of things about it, but I'm trying to use every little thing I can do. I actually have sent emails for homework and stuff, and I don't only text on it, so I have many apps that help me with my schoolwork too. I use the phone for looking up research when I don't have a computer with me, but these things have to be looked over, because if you're a parent and looking at this, take a look at your kid and see what he's becoming. If he is all these things I mentioned, they're going to become bad people most likely when they're adults, because if you have a bad seed, then most likely it's going to grow to a bad flower. It's all about the parenting. Now, I'm not saying that all parenting, it's all decided on parenting, but about 85% is. Statistically, it is. So you have to look what your kid is doing, and you have to raise them. And if they're doing, and if they're not doing what's right, you have to discipline them. Not necessarily hit them, but you have to discipline them. And I don't necessarily believe with hitting,